We deal with things different, circumstances. Mine, when I was growing up, I dealt with things and I was taught to deal with things from violence beget violence. And it really didn't get me nowhere. So, this is where it all started for me, right here. All right, what's up, man?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just in the hood, chilling. Yeah. Every day, everything we do every day.
We go way back like this. We grew up like brothers. I didn't have no brothers and sisters. That's how they was. I was living in a studio apartment in Redford with everything in there, top line. But I still didn't feel at home. I didn't feel at home until I came back here. Because the roots is what really made who you are.
But Detroiters have a lot of experiences with drugs, gangsters, and gangs.
People just fear Detroit because of the murder, the high crime rate. You know, we just had an attitude that we just didn't really care.
BK, the black killers, we associated with that.
My father and my uncles was part of the BKs. That was my role models.
It just got bigger and bigger. It got out of hand.
I started off at early as 12 selling heroin. And they dubbed me the boy. It was pretty rough. My grandmother was my life. She taught me everything. Taught me how to cook. She taught me how to drive. They had stabbed her 37 times, they cut her throat. And they only got $42. Excuse me. I felt that they took everything away from me. How can somebody do that to a 65-year-old woman? After that, my tolerance level with people was zero. You know, I carried around a bunch of guns on me. I didn't value my own life, so I didn't value the lives of others.
I was at home. A friend called me up and said, "Are you sitting down?" She said, "We found William." And the way she said it to me, I knew that there was something wrong. He was shot. So after the detectives did their investigation, they came up with a name, Renardo Bowes.
Someone had told me that Mr. Hanna had a problem with me. It kind of faded off because it was so many years that went past.
Well, we were all sitting at my brother Charlie's house. Mr. Charlie was like, "William, can you run up to the gas station for me and get me a bag of popcorn and an orange pop?"
I pulled into a gas station. There was two guys up there. They was pointing at me like they had a problem with me.
"Oh man, I ain't scared of him." I said, "Man, somebody will kill you in your front door. That guy got a gun. He ain't got no gun. You scared? Look how big we is." I said, "Bro," I said, "Man, he got a gun, man."
And I took the rifle out the trunk and I ran through the field and I shot him.
When he died, I was in LA. And he told me after I came back on the bus, I remember that. And my mother told me when I got home. Took away my best friend. Not only my little brother, my best friend. I still haven't gotten over it. I don't think I ever get over it, ever.
Judge Wendy Baxter gave him life without the possibility of parole. When we went to court, I felt sorry for him. Something is wrong with where he come from. But see, I understand a lot of that.
I felt at the bottom, I felt that I let my people down. Nobody has a right to take another person's life, man. It takes a coward, man, to handle things with a gun. I wish that my apology could breathe life back into him. It broke my mother's heart when they sentenced me to life in prison. And she came up to visit me in the county jail, and she told me I just felt like a failure. She was my motivational factor. She the one told me, don't go in there and lay down. That, in turn, showed me, you know what? I got to get back out. I have to get back out.
He didn't waste his time in prison. See, he trained himself. He got discipline.
So I changed my values, the way I looked at life, I educated myself. I got in the law library. A lot of older guys helped me out with the law. And they told me I had an issue. I was suffering from mental illness prior to going to prison. The psychiatrist determined that I'd not be able to use an insanity defense. They violated my constitutional rights when they did that, and that's how I got the reversal. When they let me through the front gate, I literally got on the ground, I literally kissed the ground. 23 years, what a relief. I come into a whole different world. Every corner I looked out, people was talking to themselves. I didn't know nothing about Bluetooth. You can eat a lot of stuff that you want to eat while you was in prison. It was limited to certain things. And I went and bought about $138 worth of candy. I wanted to reward myself, so I threw myself a coming home party. And it was nice. It was dance, I had a DJ, I had a lot of food. I wanted to show people how it was. A lot of people asked me about the cook-up. How did y'all guys survive when there are ramen noodles and cheese? Hey, you know what? This is turkey dude with the ramen noodles, with nacho beans, chili beans, you know what I'm saying? That's what I ate 23 years. And they tasted it. It's funny, they ate a lot of that more than the cater food I had. Right before I got out of prison, my mom had passed. And I was kind of in denial in there because in there you don't get a chance to actually grieve. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress and major depression. I wound up going to see a therapist, and I wound up crying, and that was the beginning of my the grief process for me. One day I went outside for a break, and they had a smoke break, and while I'm there, I see a guy like Dr. Phil. I told him my story, and he was like, man, what a remarkable story. I'd love to have you on my staff. If someone would have told me that I would be here right now in the position I'm in, I would have told them they was a liar. It's like God put me away and then brought me out of the situation so he can use me to help other people.
When he first came home, I was told that Renardo was home. I wanted him to understand that I had no hard feelings.
She was in a situation where I did a terrible wrong to her, but God moved in her life to forgive me.
He lost his mother. I lost my son. We're trying to mend together.
I look at Geneva as like my mom. It's very few people get the opportunity to experience a relationship like her and I share.
Today, I talk to Renardo 2-3 times a week. I was at his wedding.
I wanted a small wedding, something small and inexpensive.
He didn't care if he went down to the courthouse, but I did not want that. I wanted a wedding.
Of course, she won, and it turned out to be, to me, a big wedding. I'm peanut butter, she jelly.
He loves hard. He loves his friends, his family members hard.
She'll fight for what she believes in, and she believes in me. Oh, little Renardo Jr., That's my main man, you know. I cut the umbilical cord. He's been with me ever since.
Renardo Sr., he loves the baby. He is definitely working towards making his life better than his own.
He's a miracle, man.
When the grandbaby was born, and that's my grandbaby, I'm his grandmother. And his wife, I am crazy about those people. Everybody don't see it the way I do. They have forgiven him, but I can't be his friend. But I can.
Everything is possible. Anything is possible if you believe. That's what they tell you. If you believe with all your heart, you know, the sky's the limit, man.